solid.
Hi all, welcome to day 3 of the ceiling project here in the Barndominium. Today's plan is we're hoping to hang some actual fabric up on the ceiling. So you previously saw us put in the bracing and the angle pieces. I don't know, they're not angled pieces, but anyways, you previously saw that. So, and painting the trim. So all the trim is now fully dry. I think all the bracing in this loft area is done. We still have, if I try to slowly spin you around that area, all to put the bracing in and things, but we need to get a cherry picker for that. So the plan for the next 2 days is to maybe get this loft area done, but in the very least get it figured out and several pieces of fabric hung. So that's the plan.
But before we jump into this week's video, here's a quick introduction in case you're wondering who we are. Hi there, we're Matt and Stacy. We recently bought an off-grid property in beautiful West Virginia. We've been busy making this property our own little slice of paradise, adding in a few modern conveniences, having fun learning all of the construction trades, and converting a pole barn into our future home. This channel is about my passion for painting with a torch and wax, and about our passion for adventure and taking risks. Consider subscribing and join this creative community. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video. And now, on to this week's video.
And let me flip the camera on and I'll kind of show you what we're thinking. I can't remember if I mentioned, but from those 2x4s to the gray shiplap there, we're going to run fabric at an angle. So those are at 2 different heights. So I think we're going to try to measure that area first. And then kind of the only other area of contention is where we have these 2 fans. So basically where those 2 fans are there, they're evenly spaced from each wall, but we need to figure out how we're going to, where the fabric's going to get mounted, and to make sure that we hopefully don't have to drop those fans down farther. It's easy enough to find another pole to drop them down, but the downside, and we knew this when we got these fans, is that the electric wires are not very long, and we would have to splice more electric wires, which we're trying to avoid if possible. All right, I believe we have a plan. So after several hours, we have a plan, I should say. I think it's gonna work. So yeah, guys, wish us luck. We are starting with our first run along this back wall here.
Guys, this is a project that we just want to jump into, but we're too much of planners and we're really nervous about ruining fabric. But the good day is the day isn't totally gone and I still have coffee. So.
Right. Yeah, we just don't want to ruin fabric. I think it's the biggest thing, because we had to special order this fabric, and that fabric shop that we ordered it from, she's now retired. So yeah, I mean, I have the labels for it, but we just don't want to have to order more. So at any rate, here we go, first roll. All right, I think you could tell in that time lapse, but we had a few gun malfunctions, nail gun malfunctions, hoping that doesn't happen when we get up to the ceiling, because what ends up happening is a bunch of holes get put in the trim. This particular trim is getting covered up by the fabric, so it's not a big deal, but fingers crossed that it doesn't happen when we get up onto the ceiling portion. But we almost have one piece of fabric halfway stapled up.
All right, well, looks like there's nothing left to do here except try to start stapling this fabric up to the ceiling portion. You can see we're trying to kind of maneuver the fabric in a way where we don't have too many wrinkles, but there's a drape to it. And we're finding that fabric is a bit of a difficult material to work with, but we're carrying on.
We need another ladder so I can help you out.
I don't know what I need.
All right, one row-ish done. And we're moving on over to above the office, hoping to get that done next.
We seem to be finding a common theme here, and that is everything seems to be a bit more difficult than what we expected, including these corner pieces.
Yeah, it looks better from down. Actually, I think that's worse. That's not better. What did I do?
3 hours later, Matt will be done fluffing the corner.
Wolf chick. Finishing touches, even though we're not finished. Oh yeah.
Looks so much better.
Oh yeah, that's nice. It blends nicely. We chose the right color.
All right, we're switching gears from the office side because going much farther that way, we will need a definitely larger ladder and the cherry picker. So just have some fabric draped up over there, and we are switching gears to, try not to trip over stuff as I spin, to the bedroom side of things. Going up there. See how much we get done tonight. It's getting a bit later, but anyways, on to the bedroom side of things.
Kind of hard to watch the screen and the scissors all at the same time. Which one do I want to screw up? The video or the fabric?
I would say video.
It's too bad I can't just slide along it.
Now you're going to come up to the door trim in about 2 more scissor cuts.
It's okay, because believe it or not, I can see through the fabric. Is he tall enough? I think our ceilings are too tall. Pause. Resume. It's riveting content here. Oh, there. We're free! Make our way back that way.
I think you can see that wire Matt's pulling out of there, but luckily we realized before we stuck this fabric up, or at least I realized, that we needed to get the electrical wires out of here, because eventually we're going to switch out these fluorescent lights for something. At least that's my plan. Matt thinks that the fluorescent lights look just fine. I would like something a little bit more decorative than those, but we'll see what we end up with. At any rate, the wiring has to get moved regardless. Nothing like taking staples back out. Having a great night over here.
Can't be perfect.
Definitely can't be perfect. Although we're attempting to make it perfect, so
That could be our problem.
that's probably it, yes. All right, all. Just rearranging the furniture back in place. This is as far as we're getting tonight. It is dark outside, and well, I've been up since I don't know what time this morning, early, and thank goodness for crock-pot meals, I guess, because yeah, we're calling it here tonight, and we'll be picking you back up tomorrow to hopefully get a little bit more done on this. See you then. Did you have something to add? You're laughing at me.
You should adjust your expectations.
For what?
We've been doing projects for 3 years, and all of them go slower than what you think we're going to get done.
I know, I just said, so hopefully we'll get a little bit more done. I didn't say a lot more, I said a little bit.
Well, what if we just get the same amount done? Getting more done implies we got to work harder. It's transitional, though. This is pretty, like, we didn't know what to expect, but it's definitely changing this space quickly. Like, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I don't know about the execution, but it's a good idea.
We'll
See you in the morning.
Morning, all. Welcome to day number 4 of the ceiling project. Today's plan, I'll flip the camera around and show you here what we're gonna do. We have a bit of organizing to do before we jump back into the ceiling. So up above the storage area here, we have some random things stored. Some extra flooring. That's our kitchen faucet box. No, bathroom faucet box. Some plant containers that we're not sure what to do with. And then on the very edge over yonder, we have some old kind of antique-ish tools. So the plan is Matt's gonna get up there and he's gonna push the antique tools over. We're gonna leave them up there, but he's gonna push them over to this edge, because eventually I think we're gonna try to hang them over in the garage area here up above all of the other tools that we use every day, just kind of as a decorative element, if you will, a bit of decoration. So I think that's the plan for those. Everything else I think he's going to hand down to me, and we're going to decide if we still need to keep it or what we're going to do with it. And if we still need to keep it, we're going to find some storage space. Like those Moen faucet box and things, we're probably going to hang on to, but I think they'll fit in the storage unit itself, or the storage room itself that we have here, with a bit more organization in there. Right now it's a disaster area in there. I just thought, I don't think I explained why we're getting everything down from there. So let me flip the camera around one more time and show you. All right, so the fabric that's draping down there is gonna go right to that corner and up, like the rest of this fabric is. And then we're gonna angle more fabric pieces down along the storage area, basically blocking off the top of that room. So we're no longer gonna have kind of flat storage up there, or at least we won't have great access to it. So that's why we're getting everything down from up there. All right, we're moving on from over there because we still have to figure out electric and the wires, but that piece is up above the storage is kind of cleaned out. And
Okay, so first centerpiece that we're going to try to do. So these are going to be our drapes, so to speak. And we should be able to butt up against this section. We're going to hang the fabric down, staple it, pull it up, and that'll give us a nice clean line along the fabric. And then we're going to staple it to this pole behind here. Fabric happens to be perfect. I don't know if it's our timing or not, but the fabric's perfect to just line up with the center of the fan. So we're going to do that. And then the next piece we'll tie it in, so we'll have a line right down the center of each fan as well for where our strips kind of float. I don't know what the word is. And that's, I guess, what we're doing. Wish us luck, because this is all new. Side corners, but pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm. And once again, why did we move furniture in before we were done?
I think you should not film this portion. This is a what we're doing channel, not a how-to channel.
Yeah. This bed is really, really heavy to move. We'd have to take the whole thing apart, so we're trying this out.
Stabilization.
Oh yeah, this is going to be perfect.
I think it's perfect.
Feeling super stable there?
Super? No.
Just don't move. Stop wiggling.
Just get up here and look pretty instead of... That looks better, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think it looks good. A lot of little fiddling we're doing.
I always have the fan to hold on to in case I get too unstable. Don't worry.
Great. Great.
Bye.
See you later. We've gotten a little smarter as to how we're hanging the first piece, and that we're using a fabric tape to hold the fabric to the trim piece, and that just kind of keeps the fabric from slipping out while Matt's trying to nail it to the wall. So we're learning here as we go, slowly but surely. Next piece is going up. I don't know if you can tell, but we're using that fabric tape there to adhere basically the two pieces together where they meet there. Mainly because I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to sew all these pieces of fabric together, and then we weren't sure how we were going to get a huge, massive piece of fabric up. So we're using this fabric tape and hoping that years from now it's still good. Seems quite sticky and quite good.
Well, we're selling this place years before then. Somebody else deal with it.
Jeez.
How's drywall?
Heavy rain has been detected near your location.
Yeah. It's raining.
Matt just said he's trying to get out the wrinkles. And I said, well, if you didn't want wrinkles, we shouldn't use fabric. So now he wants to tear it down in drywall?
Might be straighter lines. I guess fabric's wrinkly.
Think of all that mudding and taping you'd have to do, though.
I ain't doing it. Somebody else coming and doing it. I'm going on vacation.
So I guess we're now selling the Barndominium. Half-finished Barndominium for sale. Up for grabs. Anybody want it? Just kidding. We're not selling. We're not going on vacation.
What? Man, go on vacation?
Well, maybe on vacation. Not permanent vacation, though. All right, all. Once again, we're calling it. It's 5 o'clock. We're cutting it out a little bit earlier tonight. Well, quite a bit earlier tonight. But we're both tired, and the work week is starting again tomorrow. So we're calling it. But we're definitely getting better at this, I think. I mean, it looks good, I think. What do you guys think?
Just say it. It looks nice just for the heck of it. Even if you hate it.
Good evening, all. We're back at the ceiling project. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you what progress we have made, but we basically have an entire row done. Yay. And I think we are slowly figuring out a plan, a rhythm to this after making a few mistakes, figuring out what we should and shouldn't be doing with the fabric. I think we're getting there. So let me flip the camera around and show you. Tonight's plan is to get another row at least started. Probably won't get it completely done, but at least started. And then in a few days, oh, this lighting is, here we go. Let's stand towards the light. Sorry. And then in a few days, we're going to be getting an exciting delivery to help us get up to the rest of the ceiling area. So let me flip the camera around and show you what we got going on here. All right, see that? One row is done. Yay. Matt's just stepping back, observing our handiwork here. And basically we're going from where that fabric ends out to this light up here, the next swoop. So I think we have to move lights around. And I'm hoping you can see this, but that seam right there was one of the very first seams we did. And we taped it using permanent fabric tape, which worked decently enough. But let me attempt to step back here, not trip into anything. That next seam, I think you can tell, you could definitely tell in person, it looks like a lot neater, a lot less wrinkly. That one is not taped. We just overlapped the fabric and it was a lot easier, number one, and it just looks a lot cleaner. I think you can tell that in the camera. So going forward, I think we're going to continue to do that and hopefully make things a little bit easier.
In addition, this one is actually technically not overlapped because you can kind of see through the lighting at this point where it's both folds. They fold over and then just butt up to each other. But what we learned then, if you go to the next one, you see only has kind of one overlap. We learned when we're putting this piece on, we just easily kind of put it over and then underlap the other one so that this one is basically covering this one. And then that allows us to have a much cleaner seam as well. Not that we're trying to make the fabric perfect because you can't, but we're also enjoying some of the wrinkles, like kind of like the corners and stuff like that. So there you have it. Fabric ceiling. We've moved from the barn to the circus tent. Join the circus.
All right, back to tonight's project.
Yeah, we're hanging two here, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a light there.
So, oh yeah, it's after the first one.
Yeah. Or did we decide to skip that one?
No, what I'm starting to wonder is, can I just use the plug?
All right, I think we got the electrical moved and the lights at least somewhat figured out, and we are now moving back to the fabric, just cutting some of these trim pieces down to start installing the first piece of fabric tonight.
Looks like we have one of those fancy canopy beds now. Or tented beds, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. The fancy places that we've never stayed at.
Keep some mosquitoes out.
Maybe that too. Good evening all. As you can see by the change of clothes maybe, It is now the next evening, and we kind of abruptly left you last night, well, because Matt wanted to take me out on a date, right?
Always. The best place ever.
Yeah. So, date night at Lowe's.
Good old days. Sunset, city views.
So yeah, we went to Lowe's. Very exciting. And we got some more lumber. So let me flip the camera around and show you some exciting things going on.
Wait, can I do a cameo appearance? This is gonna be good, I promise.
Sure, hang on. All right, so here's the pile of lumber we got. And
Remember when I walked in earlier and you wouldn't serve me? Big mistake. Guess the movie.
also, we got a fun delivery today. Looky, looky. We're moving up in the world. All right, so this machine wasn't supposed to come till tomorrow morning, but the guys decided to deliver it today, which is very exciting. I'm very happy for it, and they're only gonna charge us as if we just got it tomorrow morning, so yay for us. That's Matt's phone making a duck noise. We don't have a duck in here. At any rate, so... No bats. So tonight's plan is we're going to be using this, and we're going to be getting up there. Matt probably is going to be doing most of it. The electric work, trying to take down these kind of ugly fixtures that we have up there, and perhaps putting in the new fixtures that we got. So stay tuned and I'll show you those. Getting your box of goodies ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we got about a 5-minute lesson on how to use this. But lucky for us, there's only like 2 switches. What could possibly go wrong?
This is the ups and downs of building your own barndominium. That's a weak horn. Can you even hear that?
Is that a horn?
Wow, I was expecting much more.
We didn't know there was a horn on it. He didn't tell us about that.
Forward.
Whoa.
There it is, okay. This is the real exciting part. I can just do this all day. It's not wobbling at all. Like a cow. This will be cool. You can help.
Oh.
Look at all that room.
It's more room in there than in the bubble, in the camper. You can have your side, I can have my side. How exciting.
All right, now that we've played with our new toy, it's back to get Teen to work on this electrical.
Plug number 1 going in, or hopefully light number 1.
Going on, hopefully not in.
Right.
Definitely right.
It is definitely bright.
Yeah, this is why we don't need 5.
All right, we're just trying to decide what height to hang these at. It's hard to tell on the camera, but they're really bright lights, which is what we were going for. But we're trying to decide if it's too blinding and if we need to drop them down to bring them lower and less blinding, or what the deal is. But all right, so we're gonna try lower.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the lower version, which I think is what we're gonna go with, because it just seems maybe a little less blinding.
Aliens are here!
Don't look directly at the light, man.
I feel like I could do some mean shadow puppets here.
One light done, 3 more to go, and I think this might finalize the lighting in the Barndominium.
Nothing like measuring wire once and redoing it twice, huh?
I don't want to talk about it.
Good times. Of course, because you're a professional, it's in there quite nicely. Maybe it'd be easier to take the rafter down, huh? Now that we've fixed the electric cord up there, light number 2 is going in. Matt really doesn't like wiring, do you?
That's not the most fun.
Drywall or wiring, what's worse?
Drywall still, but why do we have to compare? Why can't I just hate them all?
Sure you can, I guess. I guess you can. Thumbs up.
2 down.
They look good. Lots of light, lots and lots of light, so that's good. And it is very dark outside, so good deal.
Hey, we're 2 lights ahead of the game is the way I see it.
Okay,
This is Saturday's project.
this is.
This
That's
is
good.
Friday night.
That's good.
Friday night lights. Woo!
All right, all video editing me coming at you. And this is where I'm going to end this video. Stay tuned for the next one. We have at least 3 days left of this ceiling project.
I need a conductor hat. Like the elevator guys, maybe a suit.
Sir, second floor, please.
One moment, ma'am. Stay buckled. Going up. Second floor. Enjoy the spa.
The spa.
It's a spa floor, right? I've only been working here a week.
It's coming along. It's getting there slowly but surely. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It truly does help us out. Consider subscribing if you're not, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks so very much for watching this one. Bye for now.